Hello, you are good. Life isn't burning, man. So, greetings to Earth, planet Earth, once again. I'm gonna try to be more clear and to hold you to see this video until the end of it because it's very important for me. It's important to me that you go through the whole thing with me through this video. Excuse me. I'm gonna start off reminding you that I am surrounded by stalkers, um, professional fake police that hang out throughout my city, stalking and watching me 24/7, either through satellites, street cameras, local gossiping. I'm completely surrounded by the entire scams throughout life. And as I speak to you, I'm still frightening. I'm still scared because there's no one in life that I can trust. There's a lot of things that satanic Brazilian people are trying to force me to confess, things that happened on my childhood. So I'm gonna prevent you Americans from Brazilians, excuse me, my French. I'm gonna prevent you from Brazilian shit, Brazilian stupid and nasty gossip of ghetto, favela, and all those nasty things that might make you feel uncomfortable. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tell and jump. I'm gonna try to jump the things that I know evil witches in Brazil are trying to force guys like me that are single through in life to confess or say or tell the world, tell in video the whole stories about what happened in our childhood when we were little. Because I come from a very poor neighborhood where was built by gypsies, and back in the day they used to invade lands and they used to like experience all kind of, they were still learning feelings and learning, trying to understand uh, uh, human thoughts and human, how the human thoughts used to work, and how they still think, they still this day they're still trying to understand how the human thought works. So they used to experience a lot on children, putting us to work with, play with each other, and they tried so many things with children. So therefore, I'm gonna just jump in over the nasty parts that Brazilians did. Um, Also, I don't owe her any explanation. I know it's a woman. Usually she's fat because she's trying to keep a stereotype of local women to become fat, obnoxious, gossiper, and she stalks single men. She stalks each family. She works on noise, local noise, so that noise can stick into our fears, our needs, and our concerns. And then whenever each day, every day, the noises happen, or there are mocking ways of making noises happen every day, we can feel sad, we can feel less humans, we can stop, so that we stop working out, so that we stop, many, not everyone, but many people like me, so that we end up closing up to life, from life. And then we, like myself for example, I can no longer socialize with people in Brazil. People in Brazil, they're satanic, they're fake, they're phony, especially women. They gain a lot of weight. They used me to build life and build a bunch of theories of Afro-descendants theories. They used me to understand criminals, drug dealers, which I don't have anything to do with them. I actually respect them. I keep saying this, but because fat ass women and they're into prostitution and everything, they're keeping trying to incriminate me somehow. And then if you're on the other side, you might ask, well, why are you telling me all this? Because Why I'm telling this, because now I'm not claiming life, or I'm not claiming anything that is my right to claim. For example, I'm not claiming the right to work. I'm not claiming the right to be transferred to a safer place, because I don't trust my government. Our government in Brazil, it's excuse me once again, our government is a piece of shit. It's a bunch of gay men, feminine, corrupted thieves. They're no good. They're criminals. They're straight criminals. So I can't deal with them. For an American or foreign, 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 it must be very difficult for you to understand. Be like, well, how come you can ask for help, for police, for government, or a bigger force? Well, our police behave really well because they're a bunch of they're kids. Some of them are between 30 to 40 and 50 and so on, but they're still kids, sitting, getting paid every day to sit behind a desk and watch people and know everything about our moves, where we go, what we do, and suggest things and play around with society in Brazil, which are pretty much still primitive. They give a bunch of cars here and there to kind of like camouflage the situation, so that Americans or other bigger forces never start interrupting on the neglecting business that in activities that they do throughout the world, or especially South America. But bringing you back to the point, the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm not claiming the right to be in the United States. I'm not claiming the right to work every day, which Brazilians prevent me from working. They're preventing me, they're pushing me away from society to prevent me from work. They are using my childhood and the silly things that they build against me so that I can not be appreciated by society and stuff. And while I was learning life and trying to understand and figure out what was the force pushing me around and bad suggestions through thought, as I was trying to understand how thought work as well, they took advantage of me in so many ways. And many people love to, they have to use excuses like this to, as a cop out, to keep on making new homosexuals, to keep on getting blackmailing other people for free surgeries of transvestites and so on, butt lifting and all kind of things. There's all type of activities that satanic people use. The reason, for example, the one big example of this, like why gossiping exists. Gossiping exists so that fat ass women, low life women, satanic women, unloved women can dig on celebrities' life and then spend their entire life creating material of gossiping until they end up changing the entire society, almost the entire world way of thinking, and changing their hearts, and they turn each individual and each human being into a hater. So people, instead of giving away things to free their taxations, to expose and show like charity and to show how good they are, show how much they can and stuff, people start carrying more things around and keeping more things and throwing more things away instead of giving away and socializing with poor people like me or others. And they're getting used to build more homeless into an individual than helping him achieve his careers after stealing his life ideals like Americans and Brazilians did against my entire life. I won't claim back what Americans and Brazilians stole from me since when I was 18. I left Brazil when I was 18 until my 30 something. So you stole my entire youth, and now that I'm in my 40s, I'm here asking the world to rescue me from Brazilians. I'm asking the world to give me a second chance to rescue me from Brazil, which is a country that I hate from the bottom of my heart. There's no other. There's nothing in life that I hate the most than being in Brazil. Then have to deal with Brazilians. Then have to socialize with Brazilians. If you meet Brazilians, you will notice there's so many Brazilians. They are beautiful. They express a lot. They give a lot. They spend a lot of their social way of being with guys like me and so many other people. I don't know if they did this just to create an example, but I know that they use smart people to build things, but that's not how they really are deep down inside. They're actually pretty evil. They're thieves. They're sarcastics. They're now not now, but for example, I spent 20 years of my life never feeling what I'm feeling right now. And after I came back from the United States, they set up a situation against me that they took everything from me, and they made me lose everything and get out of society so that they can express butthole thought-provoking, because they just learned how to use that. Before they never used this, before they never communicate like this, before they used to use cell phones, they used to run errands, they used to do tasks and stuff. Now they only use their minds to bug other people, to provoke people, to bug people's butts and stuff. And they're not even teaching, to tell you the truth. So smart people, lawyers, judges, rich people, they understand what I'm talking about. But poor people and savage people like Brazil, they don't understand what I'm talking about. Do you understand? And going back here to the point of the video, I can't go expanding this video as much on conversations like this, smart conversations like this, because before I go into this kind of matter, I have to deal with my situation. My situation now is get out of Brazil no matter what. Whenever I try to talk about getting out from Brazil, stupid little criminals around Brazil, they're not even criminals, because the real criminals, they're not even bother with me. They don't bother with me. The people I'm talking about, they are black people. What black people they are doing, they have a nice black guy in the United States. He's trying to take over the whole world through music and sending hating messages. Each neighborhood in Brazil and American as well, I think in American, I can't speak about America, but I think in Brazil, usually, in American, the black guy in America, he treats me different. He's different from Brazilian black guy. The Brazilian black guy, he's trying so hard to scare me somehow. And when he sees that I'm not scared of him, he gets mad. He gets like, what? He might think like, what the hell is this guy is not gonna be mad? He's not scared of me. Everyone is scared of me. So he starts stalking me in a different way. He changed his strategy, and he starts stalking me like as a gay man. So they block me wherever I go. They block me to attempt. They cut all my things. They cut the attempts of me, my attempts of going to the gym. And then they cut the attempts, they block me, they prevent me from going to school. They block me to any girl that I try to, they cut, for example, I haven't had a relationship with a girl since 20 years. Since I got divorced, I haven't had a relationship with a woman. They set up a life for me against me in the United States. They built custom service behind my back, which I had no idea what custom service was all about. Now I know. And if I get a different second chance, I will make America even greater and richer than was even before. I can promise you that, because now I know what custom service is. You might say, well, I don't see you doing now even before we help you. Well, you gotta help me so that I can start it. I remember now when I used to deal with custom service, I would never repeat that we call garfies. The garfies that I did with some of the people out there. In Brazil, the ladies here, they are trying to enslave me as not letting me having the right of work, having the right of study or anything else, or even having the right to be with a woman. I could go to a prostitute, but I leave this to the last option. One, because I look in a prostitute in a different way. If I don't have anyone in my heart, I would be going to a prostitute every day. But if I have someone in my heart, I would try different ways on satisfying myself. I will not. And besides that, when you have a look for, when you look, you have eyes for someone, or when you have someone that you would, or you would try, or when you have someone in your heart, it's hard for you to even relate to a prostitute, which they're dear to me. They somehow I'm not explaining their careers, but somehow there is always explanation for everything. I have a testimony for them, so it's not the right time to talk about, but I do, and I think they're gentle. I think they're dear, they're dolls and they're dears, So whatever. So anyway, like I was saying, so the black people in Brazil, they are doing this. They're blocking me from working. They're blocking me from studying. They're blocking me for having a relationship. And also, it's not interested for me to marry anyone, because I know fake churches in Brazil are trying to they try to pressure people to get married, especially guys like me, so that they can manipulate. Whenever I go into work, they will put a bunch of subjects to be like flirting and stalking my wife or kids and stuff, or even trying to rape my kids like they do with so many other kids, so that they can build future gossiping and stalking ways of doing and whatever the stuff that they do with families that are broken and poor people, stuff like this. So that's how black people in Brazil, they work. I understand now whatever business I try to create as a store or as a selling something, they gossip, they destroy our image, they create they create the same business so that they get money from like Arabics, they get money from black people, they are rich. So, so is open a business. So I want to open one better than him. So they open one right in front of you. So whatever you try to do, the black people in Brazil, they do it better. When it's not black people are descendants of Arabics, which I pretty much believe that Muslims are trying to buy the whole world while we struggle to understand each other. And many people are trying to struggle to understand like what each schools and local society environments are trying to do. What I see here is that they are destroying each small family little by little. There's always a black guy, he's buff, he's richer, or he always is easier for him to get a car and stuff. I think they use Africa credit to get cars and clothes and everything's easier for them. So they beat guys like me apart from throughout our lives. If we get married, they make us worry about our wives. If we're not married, they make it harder for us in the street. So it's a hell in life. It's a big hell in life. For example, I'll tell you this. If I leave Brazil now to go in a journey to go to the United States, they stop the entire world to try to destroy me or even kill me throughout life. And then there's this low-life black people and gay Brazilian guys that they hang out throughout life just to create a comedian, human, HOMOR, humor against me, where people only laugh if things are going bad for me. So I don't understand, but I know they do this. They even try, they put, for example, they send videos like here and then to me with something fun, with someone falling or hurting themselves. So whenever I laugh, probably they are recording my laughs and then they're showing to the loved ones so people can go away from me and start believe that I'm not good at all. For example, me and children, we had a wonderful relationship back in the days. I always loved kids. I know how to adore them. I always adored them like I can't explain. I could explain in a different way someday when there's not this many demons and this evil energy around, but in a pure way to families. I know the rules, families like dislikes and stuff, but because Brazilians are so satanic, they're trying to and kids, they don't have a lot of psychologists, but Still, Brazilians are trying to create wars between me and children. For example, whenever I pass by now, children shout at something very, very, very gay and very weird. They're always picking on me. They're always trying to bully me everywhere I go, public places and stuff. So things are changing. Fat women, they're using me to keep their husbands by mocking me. Somehow their husbands are staying with them more and stuff like this. When they're walking, holding hands in the street, sometimes they start becoming weird. People that I never met before, people I never saw before. Some people even worship me in the middle of the street. It's weird. Sometimes people, I have to yell at them really hard and say bad words in the middle of the public places, because people in Brazil, they are trying to build a different life by experiencing their hates and their racism towards me. And because I'm alone and sometimes I'm always unprepared, I don't have a camera to record the act of racism everywhere I go. Poverty and ghetto women, fat women, when they're hanging around bars and stuff with their little black boyfriends and stuff, and their fucks, whatever fuckers they're fucking them at the time, they start making fun and it's like hell. It's like really hell in Brazil. And right now I'm kind of like begging for your help, whatever you are, if you're like capable of helping me. It's like the only thing I asked you is like, this person you see right now, this is not me. I'm soft, I'm nice, I don't have any hate. I don't know if it's bad not to have racism. I don't feel hate or racism towards anybody. The words I use right now against black people is because they deserve tonight, because they crossed the line, because they set up little stupid traps against me, because they impose they put a guy to work out in gym, become hella buff, and then he chooses to express whatever he's trying to express against me. It's so stupid. I'm not even gonna waste my time or yours explain about this, people. But this is the fact. I'm trapped in Brazil. I need to get out of here. I will get out one way or the other. I was first trying to understand, like, oh, is there a way to start business in Brazil? Because I know so many business, but there's no way to start a business without a crowd. We have to have a crowd. And Brazilians, for me, they're dead. They're dead. I've been in São Paulo. I've been in Rio. The Brazilians, Rio, São Paulo and stuff, first of all, they're puppets. They're puppets of the United States. Lesbian women, they control everything, which is not fun because doesn't leave any hope for anyone else to rule or to conquer anything else. They're the only ones that rule. Whatever they say is a law. There's always a black guy buff and he does martial arts. He thinks he's the hero everywhere. I walk around armed. I'm always armed. They come crazy against me. I will really kill someone. To protect myself. I no longer trust the police. The police cannot touch me because I don't have anything to do with them. They refuse to help me, so they are strangers to me. So I have no deal with police in Brazil. For me, they're not stupid, but they're ghosts for me. They're nothing. They're just bunch of like I think they're all gay, and I think they all stay in a police station masturbating by watching and stalking me 24/7. That's all they do. That's all they do. It's been many, many years that I came back from the United States. Nothing happens. There's no business in Brazil happening. They're getting paid to keep me here so that fat women can degustate it. Fat women, they degustate when I'm stressed out, because somehow when I'm stressed out, the envy around me and gay kids around me and all the satanic Brazilian people, they passed a butthole communication code through each other. So whenever I'm stressed out, this fat women, this satanic women that I don't pay attention, they get feed off, FEED, by my stress, by my anger. And then someone, it's it's walking on my shoes out there, and it's hitting their buttholes because I do not acknowledge no parts of their bodies. It's kind of stupid conversation, but I want you to forgive me. But I have to go through this in order so that you can understand and picture this atmosphere in Brazil. So these people, somehow they use like ghetto kids and stupid gay kids around. They're not poor them. They don't have a lot to do either. They if I could explain that, but they're just so stupid. It's just like poor people. So these poor little kids, they keep on trying to look for things to do, hurting people, how to kill, how to steal. That's all they do. So this fat ass satanic women, they don't want to evolve. They don't want to get evolution. They just want to pick one guy and piss me off, and then they have like a chosen ones that, oh, he's pissed. So they feed off of my anger. So this satanic people, they're getting blessed whenever I'm mad, whenever I'm stressed out. So they're dedicating their life to stress other people and get feed off of whoever is passing by. And then there's like drug dealers, criminals, cops. They're all hiding everywhere, and they're collecting food, cars, motorcycle, and the best prostitute, which is our youngest women that were going to shine through our life. And then they're hiding. There is no way to do business with nobody because they're just full of shit. They're just full of shit. They kept true sites, fake sites, websites in the internet that people are trying to do little business, sell things before they move out or exchange things, and they're like stumble up on delivery business and stuff. So only crime is actually trying to hack what I know about San Francisco, California and stuff, and throughout the United States business, which I would never share with them or even start any business with them. I would start if I was invited through, from the United States, and be like, okay, you in charge, you can start business just like we started in the United States. But as I don't have any response, not even in a simple email from the United States, why am I going to start or piss anybody off? I'm in the internet. I know the internet, there's a bunch of gay guys that control who's in, who is not. And a lot of people are trying to create like a government on the internet. They are trying to manipulate people through internet. For example, in my case, gay people tried to manipulate me by keeping me as homeless or not giving me anything, or manipulating strong women that could help me by putting them against me so that I can never get anything, so they can try to manipulate me, which I feel pretty sorry for them. It's like I already told gay people, like, there's no way in life you ever gonna touch this. You never, ever gonna have any relationship with me. So I don't understand why can't we just be friends? You cannot put your American laws on me. You cannot try to patent words. You cannot try to customize me or anything like this. And I could work, I could change, I could understand, I could fix myself shape myself into such a beautiful intellectual man. I could go back, spend the rest of my life just serving you and having my own crash pad, my own place to stay and live and stuff. Maybe I don't know if I would ever get married again, only if it was a especially contract where I would get paid from her bullshit. Whenever I would be working out or going to work, she would be like fucking some other guy from Craigslist or any Tinder or anything like this. I would have to get paid, and we wouldn't have like straight relationship and stuff like this. And therefore, by knowing that me as a man, only women has the right to claim stuff and be protected by governments and stuff, I feel naked. I feel sad because people experience like thought-provoking only on me. People talk about my penis when I'm riding a bike. I pass by in front of a bar young women that are not getting married, that they are dying to get married, they have to piss me off in order so that I can make a scandal in front of everyone in the street. So to push these fake women from fake churches away. So they're trying to experience what they don't know on me. Oh, that guy know about church. So they start. It's weird. It's weird because I don't do this to anybody. I don't go anywhere on anyone's house and bug anyone. But here I have like many. I have many people that they spend they dedicate their life to stalk me. For example, I'll tell you this. When I was little, Brazilians, they put me into one very poor place in Brazil. Then I learned how everything, they showed me everything about Brazil to create a concept of Brazilians on me. So whenever later on in the future, when I was older, like I am right now, they could use me as a private server. Whenever they are looking for memories, they try to piss me off or they're trying to create ways of getting free memories from me, from life, from Brazil, from crime concept, for example, from the police. I can't say anything about the police. Police can change all the time, and then you get busted. Police they change. The leader of them can change. So if you're thinking that you're just wasting your time. But this is what Brazilians are doing. They're not updating anything. They're wasting my youth. They're wasting my time. And they're creating they're trying to create enemies against me, people that I never met before, so that I can feel scared and be trapped in here forever. So that whenever I try to get out, they get whatever it comes from them from outside of Brazil, and I still get trapped here. They're trying to repeat what many people did with so many intellectuals back in the day. They threat the men, keep the men stuck in the house. Somehow they pretend they're like, oh, we're going to get you food, but you're going to get stuck in there. You're going to be in jail, home jail. And then whatever I developed as an update, they steal from me and I get nothing. But this is what they don't understand. I will not stay here and I will not work for them. I will never create anything to help them out. And I will not die here. I will not die here. So therefore, they're thinking that I'm scared of leaving Brazil and dying early, which I already know because all the people from my age were people that grew up with me. They made a living hell of their lives. They didn't incriminate them with drugs or women or children or anything like this. And then they create, whenever the person is in the street, a black person or one of the stupid fake cops start problems with them, and then they kill the person in the middle of the street. And then there's no other person that can, there's no other police, like real responsible, truthful police above the police in Brazil. So police in Brazil are criminals and they are mixed with the criminals, so we are around a bunch of criminals. There was a lot of things that happened back in the day that they set up against my life and my youth. Cab drivers, there were a bunch of mafias. Now there's a bunch of guys that they're going bald, they're going old, and they're becoming very gay and cynical. So they are separating me from society and especially from men. So men are setting up each other's like ways to get paid from government and stupid crime, local crime. And they're not giving me anything. They're keeping me with zero in my bank account, and they're taking my rights from me. And everyone is watching, everyone is being accomplished about all the crimes that people are doing with me. And I could not reach out to any bigger authority or force to help me against them. I can tell, I waited so long to say this to you, whoever is out there that is bigger force than Brazilian crime and Brazilian satanic setup that they did against my life. I know I used to have a bad attitude. I used to be very difficult and stuff because I did not know my thought. I did not know society or even Brazilians, satanic Brazilians and fake governments of throughout the United States, throughout the world, they had made a channel about my thoughts, and they were using as a free gossiping and playground for gay kids, satanic women, fake church, and all kind of gold diggers to play with. So that's why I was free spoken. I was free speech throughout life. I did not know. Now I know. Now I think about before I speak. I try to understand where these thoughts come from and start why I come from, where I'm gonna go from with it. Now I understand that. So that's, I want you to understand now that now I understand custom sales. Before I thought I was free. I thought I could just work and go to a store, buy a clothes, and I still have my tax number ID. I understand Brazilians, they set up against me in San Francisco, United States to kick me out and then cash out whatever was mine. I know, they still there. They made a bubble and cyber crime, and then they blame me to other authorities, which they might be corrupted, because when you're not corrupt, you wouldn't accept it. You would say, no, I want to talk to the guy. If you're a real FBI, you wouldn't accept this. You would say, no, I want to talk to Abimael Jr., bring him back, I want to talk to him, and if he done anything wrong, we're going to judge him here and we're going to punish him here. We're not going to be pushing him around like a kindergarten, United States kindergarten, and put a bunch of a ghetto. It looks like a lot of monkeys throughout, hanging everywhere, and you look like this. You're like, people like trying to understand how thought works. That's pathetic. I'm not going to sit here and lecture them and stuff. I just want you to leave me alone. I don't think you're a monkey. And if any time in my life I related you with a monkey, if I did, I was maybe, I can't tell you this, I was maybe trying to refer to the first man, like the Homo sapiens, stuff like this. But now I'm monkey, like mean people call you Afro-descendants a monkey, the mono. No, not me. I'm not scared of your ghetto assassins, your murders, whatever. You all manipulated by a prostitute or a witch or a fucking gay kid. You're not doing this because that's not you. I know you Afro-descendants, you're not that. You're sweet. You're sweet. There's always a kid yapping and like throughout everywhere. I hear all the time. He's there, she's there. There's a black woman, she's me. There's a fat ass black woman. There's two black ass fat ass women. I heard that one died. Her father were trying to be a ghostwriter in Brazil, died too. Ghetto people try to be ghostwriters of everyone else. And it's a mess. When we grew up, they created a bunch of fake schools in Brazil. They kept me from going to school. They kept me from going to do any courses I tried to start. They put those fat ass women there or some black guy to push me around so that I would give up. It's not because I was scared of you. It's just because I cannot be around nasty people like you are. I'm so sick and disgusted by them that I prefer go broke my entire life than spend any minute around them. They're nasty. Many times I saw them worshiping me. How they worship? They worship me. They're nasty. They like a movie I saw once before. Was this guy? And that's the spirit that they try to copy. It was about a Buddha guy, very fat Buddha. He gives all his feelings away. So this way, because they give their spirits away, they empty themselves, so they have no more feelings. So therefore they have no pride. They stop respecting man, especially. They stop respecting our concepts, our principles, our everything. So this fat ass women, they hang out with, which I cannot talk much bad about him because he's kind of like consideration. He have consideration with me, but usually they hang out with a fat ass big fat black guy. You guys are going through a war against white people, and you're trying to blame guys like me. You destroyed our lives. You guys stay in the way of everything. You're in the way of school. You're in the way of business, any kind of business we try to do. You're in the way of working out. You're in the way of a gym. You're in the way of a food industry. You're in the way of all kind of things. You only build mean things. You're mean. You're sick. You're crazy, you're loud, you're obnoxious, you're satanic, you're child provokers. You only build satanic things, mean things. You put a bunch of gay kids throughout everywhere to stalk me and many other people. You only slave men in bars. You destroy people's family. And then after everyone is all destroyed, and then, for example, I will leave. No matter what you do, I will leave this place. Then after Brazil is all beat up and destroyed, like you did in the times of Solomon and Brazil and Jus and all the satanic things, I was here and I saw it. After Brazil is all beat up, it's becoming the atmosphere of like anyone can just walk in the street and kill people when no one cares. When you put in that way, then some people start leaving, and then you start chasing them too after they leave. So if you fight for the city, you won. For example, right now, I'm giving you the city. You won. What else you want from me? Like, I cannot accuse anyone. I cannot knock on your door and accuse you and everything, because your satanic suggestion comes from everywhere. So therefore, I'm going to blame all of you. And I judge not you. I judge your city. Your city's sick. You are full of shit. Brazilians, you're full of shit. You're a joke. You have no lawyers. The lawyers you have, a bunch of fake pastors that read a bunch of books, and they have a lot of shit to say to me. They prepare. You spend your life to prepare for me, to be better than me, in WhatsApp, to be better than me, to surpass me in a marriage, to destroy my marriage. Do you think I care? If my wife loved me, she would be with me no matter what. When someone is married to someone, my friend, let me tell you this. You can be a homeless. The person have to be right next to you. I don't have to tell in videos my private life about how happened, how it didn't. But if I ever cheated, which you are trying to pull, many of you probably are suggesting me to say this because you need a confession or something so that you can explain whoever is trying to pressure you, to pressure me to go back to my ex-wife, which was the right thing to do. That's what the Bible say. And if all those fake pastors in San Francisco, California, fake ass pastors, Pastor Fernando, Augusto, life thief, and all those bullshitters from the United States, San Francisco, all the, like, I feel like, how can you not feel embarrassed of yourselves? Like, you saw me living in the United States for 10 years, busting my butt to trying to get a living. You took everything from me. You took I paid $1,500 every month for rent. You took everything from me. Everything from you. Destroyed my life, and I'm still gonna die early because black people, they can't figure out which way they should take. And for right now, I gave up the city. I can. So when I give up, you start pulling cute girls to be like shaking their butts in front of me so that I can change. And like you're trying so hard to make me become homosexual that I know this drill. You don't have to try. You guys treat me horrible. They treat me horrible. Brazilians treat me horrible. Then they put a girl shaking her butt. And then she's a satanic woman. And she changed. It's like any White House psychologist thing. Like pull and pulling back. You're trying to mess with my head. It's like as if I did not know what you're doing. It's like, every man in life has the right to get married and has the right to be protected by society and government and everything else. Brazilian satanic gay girls, they use church as their shield, and then they manipulate all women and all girls, little girls, from cartoons and through cartoon. Whenever she needs to get free updates, she uses my past lives and the things that I know, my principles. She uses everything that she knows and society and internet wrote about me. I'm not saying I'm Satan or Good Samaritan. I'm not this guy, but I do have principles, and I do know that you admire them. She admires them. She misses me. She coddle guys thinking of me. She worship me like the girls that pretend to be from church in Brazil. It's hilarious. I pass by someone is a stranger. She talks to me as she knows me so much. They talk about my name. People that are strange. I cannot ride a bike. I am trying to ride a bicycle to maintain a little bit, to get so, because that's what they're trying to do too. They put criminals throughout the street to threaten me so that I can stop working out and get stuck in here. And I cannot be stuck here. I'm trying to figure out how to leave, and they're trying to stuck me here. There's no way they can stuck me here. They think they own me, and it's hilarious. It's like sometimes my family talk to me as if they own me. It's like I ask them, let's do business. No one wants to do business, nor they want to understand how to do business. They don't have anything here. They don't not even have a laundry here if I need a laundry. They don't have anything. So I'm like stuck on people that are getting paid from whatever scam that they did with each other. They did some real big shit behind my back when I was in the United States. Now I think this is what they're doing. I have a satanic neighbor. She's like a mystica. Sometimes she pretends to be Alani Morissette, which I die for her. I feel so sorry for her. She cannot even get closer to Alani. Oh my God, Alani. But she's fat ass too. So women are going through this problem with becoming fat ass. They don't do anything about themselves, and they blame guys like me, and they stalk guys like me. And their getaway is to make fun of my situation that they did to me. So now they're celebrating that I don't want the city. I was going to take over city by city because I have a lot of business in my mind. But once I leave Brazil, I'm going to go through like civilization. Civilization, there is a lot of guys that envy me and hate me so much for the things that I know. I'm not very good with women. Like, I don't have a lot of women. I don't have any money, so I don't understand why they envy me so much. I think what they envy me is my self-esteem, or sometimes my faith in God. I still have faith in God. For me, love is unconditional love. Love is unconditional. For example, the person I love so much, and now society is using her to, for example, let me tell you about my ex. My ex, for me, in my heart, from the bottom of my heart, I think the FBI sent her. I don't think it was FBI, but I think it was like Brazilians and Americans set up. Send her to me because she's a smart ass. And then she worked on my heart to make me fall in love for her, because they need to get a break for each man, either marriage, either a friend or a guy to stop you, to be able to control you from far away. So that's what they did. They introduced me to the love of my life, which was my dream person, the dream woman. But she did the psychiatrist thing. She was like, I love you, I don't. I love you, I don't. And then, like me working, I didn't have the mind I have right now. And I have the English to go against a prepaid. She's a prepaid subject. She's a prepaid subject, a spy, whatever, a Jason Bourne, BS bullshit of whatever, whoever sick-minded created to destroy my life. No, I would never. If I like, let's say that I get married. I get married in Brazil someday. Let's pretend I never went to the United States. I get married in Brazil. Get married here, and then I cheated on her and stuff. Okay, I cheated on her. Oh, you're gonna forgive me? Let's say she loves me unconditionally. She will forgive me whatever I do. So she started accepting, and then she forgive me. All of a sudden, she start going and I start bringing my other girlfriend to sleep with me and her. It's a threesome, but let's say that I married both of them. I'm no longer Christian. So people don't understand those things. They don't follow Christianity. They don't try to understand Christianity. They don't try to understand Muslims, what Muslims are, what we're supposed to do. They don't try to understand Mayas, Aztecas, what people came to do in life, what we're supposed to do, our responsibility. They don't do this. They put a bunch of gay guys in schools to prevent guys like me to graduate and learn the truth, what life is about. For example, like right now, every time I try to study, whatever I open a book and study, I start studying something. So after I read any book, when I open the internet, everything is about the book that I'm reading. If that's not stalking, what is it? Then I get mad when I first did not know. I would guess, oh, what the hell? What kind of coincidence is this? So I would turn it off. I would close the book, get a different book. Whenever I would get a different book, when I would open the internet, everything was about the new book. I was like, no, I'm being stalked. So I started investigating. So then I understood that the whole world is stalking me, but not. Everyone becomes cynical when it comes to admit that it's a crime to stalk someone like this. You know, for example, it's very uncomfortable to be around a person like this. I would prefer poop in the street than pooping here in my house, because the lady here next door, she makes sure to make noise to provoke me whenever I go poop. It's like, I try to understand, sometimes when I'm riding my bike, I'm trying to understand, like, what? Who would pay someone to stalk me when I'm pooping? Why? Why you want with my poop? What is it? I tell you my diet. What is it? I need to know. Sometimes I fart. She says something. And I go like, they're even calculating fart. That there's carbons. They're calculating even the day and the time when I'm gonna die. They're calculating our time and the day. Because, for example, carbon, Brazil used to be different. Brazil wasn't this we call mausoleum. Wasn't this mausoleum that is right now? Brazil used to be alive. We used to have life. It wasn't like this. For example, like I said, and I'm gonna say again, I do respect criminals. I understand your suffering, your struggles. I understand your limitations. I understand your territories. I understand you get mad if I cross your. I'm still not very accurate about territories and stuff. I'm still learning. You know, I don't know much about biology. I'm still learning. But one thing I can tell you, there's no way you can stop me. I will not be trapped. I will not stop running. I'm not going to stop riding my bicycle. I'm not going to stop exercising. Whenever I have to confront, if you're a criminal, if I have to confront, I feel bad because I have to bring my mentally towards you. And when you're a kid, you can get a beat. If I beat you up, you're going to call your father. Your father's going to come. I'm going to have to be very strong against him. And I doubt it's going to be a war, because my father doesn't give a fuck for me. My brother's a very nice, I love my brother from the bottom of my heart. But I don't think my brother is going to be starting war against other people or anything because I beat a kid. It's not going to be like back in the days like you guys used to do. It doesn't matter if you try to stalk me into a crime legislation. I will not stay here. But if I had to kill one of you when you threaten me and stuff, when you try to do anything against me, or even if a cop try to put a hand on me to stalk me here, then there is something to do with police too. Because one, I know the school in Brazil is fake. You might graduate a bunch of doctors and dentists and stuff, but you fake. There's no There's no school in Brazil. It's fucking fake. At least for poor people. You have special schools for rich people, poor people now. Whoever is running Brazil, you're planning to kill Brazilian people when they're in their 30s, sometimes even when they're 20s. You're trying to cut the right of studying for Brazilian poor people. You're not. There's no way. You went software against Brazilians. You took little by little our benefits. Now you're making us Brazilians into an Indian society where everyone has to walk around looking beat up, using clothes made at home. There's no conversation between the richers and the poor's in Brazil. There's none. Only crimes and stupid stuff and black women and putting guys fighting to each other and stupid ghetto show off guys trying. I don't know. They're so stupid. I'm not even gonna guess what they are. They're just stupid. Just stupid. Many of them, they did a lot of martial arts. They think they're invisible. They think they're invincible. They think no one can hurt them. Oh, I'm big. I'm a red belt on jiu-jitsu, and I've been doing martial arts since I was 10 years old. No one can touch me. No one can touch me. No one can win me. No one can do anything to me. I'm like, I've been doing exercise. I own the place. No, you don't. You don't. If any time you swing at me, like those big, huge guys from anytime, my friend, anytime, you cannot. So I would suggest you, be smart, man. You have just one guy that will not put up with your shit. Just one guy. Just me. I don't. But what about if I kill you? Oh, trust me, there is God. You will pay. You will pay. There is God. Might not be a cop. You guys might. I saw you shoot. I saw one time you Brazilians. When I was in São Paulo struggling to try to get by. I know you all full of shit. You all together on this. I know you all together. You all trying to get a piece of Brazil. You all together. When I was in there, I was in a hotel, a beat up hotel in São Paulo. Everywhere I would go, you would put stupid guys, either gay guys or any type of guys to stalk me. Then I changed to a hotel. When I close my eyes, when I wake up, you rented a salon for a bunch of Muslims. So they were praying day and night. They didn't want to let me sleep. I don't know why. I don't know if you're trying to force Islamism on me. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna succeed. So I don't understand. That day I saw you shooting a guy in the middle of the street. You shot a guy. The kid shot a guy. You looked at me. You looked at everybody. Everyone was watching. You shot a guy right in the middle of the street. Little kid. You start arguing. They start arguing there for no reason. I was just back in the days to hang out in the porch and stuff. I was looking at the idiots from like those countries and the Muslims, what they were doing. I even with them I was trying to make business, but there's no. You guys are just so stupid. You're stupid and loud. That's all you are. And you shot a guy, and I was like, well, okay, so it's this way now. So you shot a guy. After 40 minutes, the guy landing there. You guys, you stupid São Paulo criminals. You were like selling cell phones to each other, listen to yourself, walking up back and forth. So all these scenarios that you create, for me, in my opinion, there's a big gay guy watching all of us. And probably he might have a crush on me because I'm straight and I would never let a bitch like this touch me. He create those scenarios. I've seen so many of them. He make cartoons. He create churches. He transportate people from IT just to stalk me. It's a fucking fat ass faggot worship me. You know, he makes movies to show me the prediction of what's gonna be. I know what's gonna be. See, just because I said I was going to leave Brazil, he, as a producer, as a movie producer, he started showing things from Venezuela, where they're throwing the bodies when they kill people. It's a fucking faggot. When I was in Mexico, he always showing some faggot guy, like, it's a faggot producer, movie producer. I just don't understand why you like, until when when you're gonna leave me alone? It's like, there's no chance, there's no way. That's now I understand the body representation in the United States. Why so much, like, you beg me all the time to be around and to deal with gay people. I don't understand. I'm not gonna be gay. I'm not. I'm straight. And even if I know now, my father was the strongest man for me. I thought, like, with a father like mine, how can I lose? Now I know. It's like I can count on him. Then like all the Hollywood movie producers, I try to go after them for help. Like, all of them, they're just nobody. It's just like, it's sad. Like, even Leonardo DiCaprio, I think Leonardo DiCaprio, he had a finger on the back in the day thing in Brazil. Like, all the setups about cabs and stuff, I think he did that. And that's why the girl that my client wouldn't shut up about him, And now they're pushing me. They're not pushing me, but the only place that I have to ride my bicycle is the area that I used to take the client there. Everything's set up. That's why they used to invite me to go play poker in that area. It's like, you're just full of shit. And you just don't leave me alone. You're all full of shit. You're just like satanic full of shit. You don't want to, like, let leave or leave. You don't want to let me leave and work and get paid and get money and stuff. You just want to crucify me because some prostitutes and some young girls, they didn't like my face or something, or because they want to prove something, or because they are trying to create high expectations. I will not create the same environment as the United States for prostitutes in Brazil. Like I said, they're not prostitutes, there's lots. I will not bust my butt working as a slave as a driver or anything else for any business to create, like, second American empire for satanic women in Brazil. I won't. As soon as I get my teeth done, I'm done here. I'm already done, and I even know why the only reason why I'm doing this video right now is because I have a glimpse of a fraction of hope that somehow, somewhere, there is people out there, they're still good. And I know I will have to change a lot to be around and to socialize with people like that, because they are different, because they are different. And now I see it. I just need to be in the right place in the right moment and get back in track. It's like, it's so sad when I think about, like, these people that they're building economic circle behind my back, using myself and my image to gossip about. People are so sad. If you do this again, you're sad, dude. You're sad, woman. You're sad. You're so sad. You're just sad. But I'm gonna finish now, and I know, like, why they even exist is so that it can trigger my anger and so that I can expose exactly how I feel towards them, which is like, they've been pissing me off and been stalking me, they've been chasing me, they've been threatening me, and all the satanic demon activities that they do daily against me, so that whenever I try to reach out the world, my videos come out bad. You're not gonna think more, why is he being this way? Why he's negative? Why he's sad? Why he's always... Oh, maybe I never thought before how to express myself, but I'm telling right now, because I'm in Brazil, because I'm dealing with Brazilians. And Brazilians, they only live to prove themselves to me. Or I have a car, or I have a car you don't, or I have a house you don't, or I have a girlfriend you don't, or I have a job you don't, or I'm gonna go in a mall you won't. Business is just sad. satanic, sad, and they recycle them. Whenever the person reach out a mentality that's very good and becomes like good to deal with, they bring more from like ghetto places, from country places in Brazil, throughout Brazil, jungles in Brazil, and they try to build new people around me with satanic fake churchy women around by pointing fingers all the time and using cartoons to brainwash your little girls. And then they make little princesses so that they can get fucked by the rich guys in Brazil. And then they're gonna do all over again. The poor people in Brazil, they love to serve. So you're gonna have like the best service because they love kisses. I don't. Back in the day, I used to use my principles and I used to stop stepping eggs with them because actually it's not all business are bad. I had the very good teachers, the owners. But when it comes to the girls that are trying to be the owners, I know it's a bunch of gold diggers that use church and they're always positioning themselves as boss of any event or any career or any company so that they can bitch about and try to shape up the whoever can control who is fire, who is not. I know women now. That's why I haven't had any women, because I haven't met any real woman for a long time. All these women here, they're just like gold diggers and they're just ready to fuck anyone that pays more. It's not my thing. Like I said before, I'm not going to talk about my sexual preferences in here either. But like I'm telling you, listen to this video and try to understand. You are good, life isn't burning, man.